Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to show you two methods that I actually used to help increase my clients' traffic by over 3,000%. So watch this. This video is dedicated to Darren Marion. I love you, brother. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. So I got a great lesson for you guys, like fantastic, right? My specialty is right here, Google Maps, Google Business Profile. This is the most clicked area for local search. However, we can't ignore the organic section, which is right here, because this gets a lot of clicks as well, right? So in yesterday's video, I was showing you Clean Slate. And as I'm going through the content, I'm like, man, this content is really thin. There's really not enough content on all these pages. So what we're going to do this weekend is we're going to redo the content on the pages, especially the pages that aren't ranking very well. So I'm going to show you the first method, and it's actually a blog method. Now, I had a lawyer out in Orlando, Florida. We did some research and we found out that Backpage, which is similar to Craigslist, was getting a lot of people were doing searches for that particular website, and they were ordering prostitution from there. And a lot of people were getting arrested, like a lot. And this was a criminal defense attorney, so he wanted to get those cases. So what we did was we created a blog page that was better than all the other pages that were out there. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, right? But we created a blog page that was better, and their calls went crazy. Like their calls went crazy for the months after that, because they held the #1 position. I wouldn't be surprised if today they're still on the first page, because we really create a very, very strong page. No backlinks, great content, right? Great content. So let me show you what we do. First of all, every industry, whether you're an electrician or a plumber or a dentist, every industry has some type of like breaking news or some type of news that's exciting to the public, like this Backpage story was for Orlando. In your town, Tacoma, right? You may have something going on with a dentist that screwed something up, or an electrician that blew up a building, God forbid, with nobody in it, right? But did something really stupid, and people are searching for that, right? So what we want to do is we want to be the providers for that answer. Now you got to remember something. You want the story to make sense with what you do, and you want to provide the solution, right? Like I did for that lawyer out in Orlando who was providing the solution for people who got arrested using Backpage, right? So the first thing you do is you go into your language model, like Claude or GPT. I started using this Kimi. I don't know. I'm going to make a video saying, hey, do you think I'm a communist? For using Kimi. Okay. But this is what I did. I said, look, I have a client named Clean Slate Junk in Olympia, Washington. They have junk removal services. And my question is there any kind of trending news, or is anything going on that I could create a blog post about? And sure enough, there's some type of money-focused story where there's waste, and the fee went from $119 to $136 a ton, and now it's climbing to $154. So what the AI will actually do is it will actually give you a title for this story. Now, do not write your content using Claude, GPT, any AI. Do not write content, because they have code that goes behind it. And Google's able to see that it was written by that. I use a program called Surfer. This video is not sponsored by them. They don't even know I'm making the video, but I use Surfer to create my content. I'll put it in the link in the description below. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get our story. That's the first thing, right? Then we want to see. We want to put it into something like Ahrefs or SEMrush, and we want to see how much traffic is coming in for those keywords, right? that are located inside this post. Like how much are people searching for this? So let's assume that people are searching for this term. I'm going to show you how to create the blog post. Hey guys, I do client work. I usually take 2 or 3 clients per month. So if you're interested, come to my website. It's mindsaw.com. Just fill out the Let's Talk form and let's get together and see if we're a good match. I also left my cell phone. Please only text me. But if you have a question or something I could do to help you, please feel free. You could text me anytime. Thanks. All right, so everyone has a different method for creating content, right? The first thing I do is I put the whole phrase into Google and I want to see what comes up, right? The first thing I want to do is I want to click a couple of these links up on top here, right? I hate all this. Okay, so what I want to see is I want to see how many images they're using on the site and how many words are on their site, right? So I'll take all this. I want to see how many words they're using. I'll take all this and I'll put it into like GPT and I'll say, hey, just give me a word count and give me keywords related to, junk removal, right? And I'll do that with like the first couple. So that's the first one. Here's the second one, right? Now you gotta remember something. These are from very trusted sites. These are county websites, right? But I still think that we could beat them with better content. Okay, here's a Facebook post. So, you could also create a Facebook post. Don't just think that you have to rank your website. You could also create a Facebook post, a YouTube video, right? Because all that ranks. Reddit, right? So there's Amazon. Let's see citizensportal.ai. Let's see what this is all about. Right? Okay. So I know right away that I could rock this weekend. I know I could rock this because I could at least get it on the first page, right? So what I want to do is I want to create what's called a pillar blog page. I want to create a really strong blog page with between 1,000 and 1,500 words. I could do that in Surfer. I give it the phrase, right? But I also want to create images. Now, here's the thing. Be careful with creating images using AI. So AI, once again, puts code metadata behind the images that they use, and Google doesn't like that. It's okay to use it for charts or for things that you're trying to explain, but not to alter an image, right? That should be done in Photoshop or Canva or something like that. But don't use ChatGPT to create images to put on your website, and definitely don't use it to put people on your website. So if there's, I thought I shut it off. Don't you have a staff of 3? Don't add 30 people. 27 of them are AI. It's going to be a problem later on because Google could read the metadata, right? Just use it for charts and graphs and to explain something. That's fine to use AI with. All right. So this is what I mean by a pillar post. Maybe I'll do a video on this one day, right? So I want to see how many images are people using? And let's just say, every other website has 6. Okay, so I'll put 8 images on my site, and I'll create a site just like this. And the title, I'm sorry if I'm making you nauseous, will be, that Thurston County solid waste, whatever, the issue, whatever their issue is here, right? And what I'll do is I'll create a pillar post. I'll create between 1,000 and 1,500 words, and I'll put 8 images on my site, all related to that post. Now, let me show you what I do with the images. Let me show you what I do with the images right here. Once again, I'm sorry if I'm making you nauseous. Okay, so I'll try to get images like this. I'll try to create images in Canva like this. Google sees these, these charts, I'm going to recreate these charts in AI. Anything that has to do with any of these charts, see, it has all the rates right here. I'm going to get that on this site. I'm going to get all that type of stuff on the web, on the blog post. right? Right here. And we'll create a couple of blog posts this weekend, maybe 1 or 2 blog posts this weekend, and that's going to help increase. Now, look, the prostitution in Orlando was definitely a hotter subject than the increased rates of junk disposal in Washington, in Olympia, right? However, it's still an issue and people are still searching for it. So let's be the solution for what people are looking for. And also, it's very, very good for AI. So if you're going to write a blog post, write blog posts based on the things, the buzz in your area about your industry, right? Let me show you the second thing we're going to do. The second thing we're going to do is you need to hook up Search Console, right? Hook up Search Console. There's plenty of videos on how to do that. I don't want to get into that right now, but I'll assume you already have that done. And what you're going to do is on the left-hand side, you're going to click Performance. Just real simple, right? You're going to notice that on my junk removal, see over here where it says junk removal, I got 8 clicks. But there were 3,600 impressions over the past 3 months, meaning that I was on the page, but only 8 people clicked that organic link that I created. So I want to know what are the page or pages that are being found for the keyword junk removal. Okay. So 1,200 of those 3,300 pages were this page, Tacoma junk removal. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that keyword, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come over to Google and I just want to get a look-see. I could use AI. Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right. Well, we're ranking here, clean slate, all and junk. All right, that's good. But I want to rank here, right? So let's see. I'm going to click. That's the city. All right, let me see this page. Okay. All right. Looks like we have about 700 words. Come on, man. I could break that page. I could beat that page. Let's see this one, Junk King. I know. Okay, here's one image. Nice image of this right here, of the truck. Nice images. Not that much content, though. See, not that much content. So there are, there's a website, I think it's called Ask the Public. And you could get all your questions from this website, Ask the Public. I think that's what it is. Ask. Is that it? I don't remember. It's called something. I forgot. I'm sorry. But you just Google it. You'll find it. It's something like Ask the Public or something like that. And what you do is you put your keyword in your city, and all the questions that people are asking about your city and your subject come up in it. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just see if I could do it. I had one guy say last week that I drive him crazy when I make mistakes. And it drives me crazy too. Ask the Public. I'm making a mistake. It's called something like that. Answer the Public. You see that? I knew I was close, right? So you put your business, or you just play around with it. Put your business, put your town, and it'll give you all the most popular questions that people are asking. I think you get like 1 or 2 searches a day that's free, right? But for a page like that, you're going to rock it. You're going to rock that page by try to get as many questions as possible, relevant questions on your website. And here's the other thing. Put those questions on your page. Put them up as high as possible. Put the FAQs. Let me show you what I mean. Put the FAQs, see right here? Put them up as high as possible. So you got your hero image right here, and underneath this, you have your questions. Where, add 15, 20, 25 questions. The AI loves that, right? The AI loves that. And then add the rest of your content and add your pictures, right? So you come back to this website by Monday or Tuesday, you're going to see all these pages or some of these pages change. Pages that are already ranking and already getting clicks, even though I don't like them, I'm going to leave alone because I don't want to ruin something that's, that's working, right? So but I want to get more clicks for these websites. I want to get more clicks, and I know that we could do it, and we're going to work on it this weekend, and we'll rock it out on Monday. So guys, I hope this video helped you. I make these videos so you could do the work. I try to make them very actionable and step by step. I try to speak slow and clear so you understand what you need to do. And I really hope this video helped you, so you could take care of your family and you could take care of your kids, and always be good to your family. That's the most important thing. I can't stress that enough. If you understood anything that I said in this video, that's the thing that's most important, is be good to the people who love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.